Hey, so I believe you've always heard these stories that the country is in debt and that development is being affected by our huge debt. See, I'm 36 right now. I was born knowing the country is in debt. Okay, let me tell you a story about how Zimbabwe borrowed money like a university student and graduated into a lifetime of repayments. Not even with a cap and gown, just a repayment schedule and stress. If Zimbabwe's finance minister was to open the country's bank application today, it will look like it's under witness protection. Zimbabwe owes about 23.4 billion US dollars. And before you say, bro, that's government business, relax. This debt is hiding inside your fuel prices, your school fees, your hospital queues, and your water bundles. You don't see the debt, but you feel it every single day. Like, hey, it's just invisible, but if it's bad, you will definitely cough. Okay, let me marinate you a little bit. By the way, if you're new here, we do decode complex topics and post weekly and daily updates on what's happening within the country. Please just consider coming back. So, Zimbabwe has two types of debts, the foreign debt and the domestic debt. Foreign debt is about $13.6 billion. That's money owed to other countries and big institutions like the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank, which is basically the bank for countries. Domestic debt is about $9.8 billion. That's money owed to Zimbabweans, like local banks, pensioners, contractors, farmers, schools, hospitals. So, Zimbabwe owes outside and its own people, turning love to be a national policy. Now, let's talk history because this debt didn't just fall from the sky. After independence in 1980, Zimbabwe went into a full construction mode. Roads, dams, power stations, factories, irrigation schemes. The country borrowed heavily from Western countries under a group called the Paris Club, which had countries like Germany, France, the UK, Japan, the US, and others. By the 1990s, Zimbabwe had borrowed billions of dollars from these countries for projects designed by the IMF and the World Bank. You see the way you spend money from a credit card the first time you get it thinking it's free money? Okay, sorry, I forgot. Some of you don't even know what's a credit card, but don't worry. The idea was simple. Borrow now, grow the economy, and pay later. It was like celebrating profits before the business even opened, like taking a student loan and believing you will become a CEO. Initially, things went well, repayments being done as promised. Then 2000 happened. Zimbabwe stopped paying its loans and arrears started piling from the same countries and institutions. Land reform and political conflict with Western governments and international sanctions crashed the relationship. Lenders said, oh, no more loans. Zimbabwe said, fine, we'll find new friends. That's when interest and penalties started multiplying. Today, almost 98% of that old foreign debt is overdue. Penalties alone, meaning Zimbabwe was locked out of cheap global money. It's like being banned from a club but still charged for breaking the furniture. You can enter, but the bill still comes. As of today, Zimbabwe owes the World Bank about 1.6 billion, African Development Bank 768 million, Germany 1.5 billion, France 877 million, the UK about 472 million, Japan 370, and the US 333 million.